This weekend, people are going to eat.
Truth.
It is a big weekend for families coming together, friends coming together. And you know, we made this a while back with Cindy Ross.
Yeah.
And it's really good, a really good side dish, but something if you want to have a snack in the refrigerator too, it's good for that as well.
Check it out. Here it is.
We're in the kitchen this morning with Cindy Lou. Can I call you Cindy Lou?
Absolutely. You know, I haven't been told that since I was 5 years old.
Sometimes I just come up with these things. Cindy, of course, with Bodies by Cindy, one of our favorite chefs to have in. And this morning, we're making something
roasted
with
cauliflower.
Now, this could be a side item. It could be a lunch.
Yes.
It could be all kinds of things.
You know, actually, one of y'all's producers came through when I was setting up, and they were like, "You made me like cauliflower," because of the last time that I made it, we made it almost like you're eating chicken wings.
Yeah.
Okay. So cauliflowers is one of those.
I remember the chicken. I remember the chicken. Yeah, they were really good.
So cauliflower is one of those very versatile vegetables that you can. I mean, you can make mashed potatoes. You can do a lot of different things and incorporate it into your regular meals and get the kids to like it. And this is one that we're going to put Parmesan cheese on it.
Oh.
That is one way to get kids to eat vegetables.
Now, Cindy, you're going to have to make those mashed potatoes you mentioned for me at some point, but you brought up a very good point. Parents are always trying to get kids to eat their vegetables. Why not trick them?
Exactly right. And a lot of times they won't even notice.
Okay.
If they see you in the kitchen making it, they're going to go, ooh, gross, and they don't want to eat it. But I promise you, add a little Parmesan cheese on it, the whole family's going to love it.
All right, so the best thing about Cindy's recipes, I tell you time and time again, is that they're easy steps, there's not a lot of ingredients, and it doesn't take a long time to cook. So let's talk about the ingredients that's going into this.
This one is really easy. So again, the Parmesan cheese, I just smashed up about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic.
Okay.
And we're using olive oil and a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's it. And we're going to throw it in the oven for about 25-30 minutes at 425, and it's simple.
Now, is there a trick to cooking cauliflower? Can you cook it too little, and can you cook it too long?
You know, no, not really, because you could eat it raw, so it's okay.
Okay.
You know, I like it a little bit more burnt tasting, you know. Of course, if you zap out all the nutrients, that's usually what happens when you cook it too hard. But when we roast it, it does give it a different flavor than like if you're sauteing it in a skillet or if you're eating it raw.
Now, I want to see you cut this because I cut things.
Put so much pressure on me.
I cut things in the kitchen. They're not always pretty.
Yes.
So how do you cut your cauliflower?
Well, usually what I'll start doing, like I've already broke away a lot of the root, and then I'll just kind of, you see like there's a divide in there, and I'll go ahead and just make a deep cut, and then it's pretty messy, so I'll just kind of see how it separates there. Right. And so I'll start just kind of making little slices in it.
Okay.
And these knives are not that great here, so don't judge me on my cooking, my slicing. And then you just start breaking away, okay? And then you want to cut it up into, you know, maybe little slices like this. Okay. And then we're just going to lay it out on a sheet like here. So we'll mix it in. That'll be next. We're going to just mix everything in together, throw in our sea salt and black pepper, and then we'll be ready to put it on the oven sheet.
All right. Well, Joe will do that coming up in the next cooking segment. Again, you can check out this recipe online, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. Lots of fun stuff going on at Bodies by Cindy. We just taped 3 different workout segments, really good ones that I'm excited about.
It was really good, and you're getting better and better at each fitness segment.
Absolutely, and we're going to hear more about that. Also, we're going to continue with this recipe coming up.
The cooking segments that we did on the show with Cindy Ross, they are taped, they're pre-recorded. Joe Emer, the legend himself, who normally sits in this seat, filmed this with her earlier. Take a look.
We are back in our Studio 10 kitchen with Cindy Ross from Bodies by Cindy. I love cauliflower. I love Parmesan cheese. I love everything about what you're making today. Tell the folks, what are we calling this dish?
It's actually just roasted cauliflower. Super easy, and it's something to get the kids to like because it's a vegetable, and kids usually turn their nose up at it.
The kids have a tough time with vegetables.
They do.
That's for sure. So if you can make them delicious like we're doing today, it would greatly help.
Exactly right. So I just actually used organic cauliflower, and that's why it has a little bit of of brown on it, but it's all good. It's healthier for you. And super simple, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, garlic, salt, and pepper. That's it.
All right, that sounds good.
Easy.
So what do we need to do in this segment here?
Okay, so all we're doing is we're going to dump this in. I already have my olive oil. It's about 4 tablespoons of olive oil, half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and we're just going to mix this in. We're going to get a little messy.
Get all the good stuff on there.
Yes.
All those seasonings and flavors and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly right. And you're just going to mix it up, and you can do it in you could use a Ziploc bag if you wanted to toss it around, and or you can just use a large bowl.
Sure. In the meantime, tell the folks a little bit about what's going on with Bodies by Cindy.
Well, we are still holding our kids' summer camp, and that's going really well. I think the actual parents like it more than the kids do, just because they're like, oh, I can work out while my kids are doing something.
It's
and
such
that's
a great idea.
Yeah, and so it's something hopefully that will continue in the fall as well. And a lot of kids are doing it to actually get ready for the sports season in the fall, and they're getting a lot stronger. And of course, we had our busiest month that we've ever had at Bodies by Cindy in June, which is usually our slowest month. But I was telling Chastity earlier, I think it's finally catching on that you know it's a lifestyle, and you got to do it every single month. And just because it's summer is no excuse to lay out. Are you working out this summer, Joe?
I'm starting to today.
We're like
after the segment, I'm starting to work out.
We're like midsummer.
I know.
It's never too late to start.
I have, the biggest problem for me is time, and I think a lot of people share that. With all the things that we do and the little ones and stuff, timing is the most difficult thing. So I need to work on that. But I also need to work on eating healthier, which is why I'm glad you're making this, because I definitely am going to try this recipe at home. We hope you do too. It will be on our Studio 10 website shortly. And in the meantime, once you get all that on there, what's the next step?
So we're going to throw it in the oven at 425 for about 25-30 minutes. Okay. And again, you cannot undercook it or you can overcook it. I guess you could burn it, but you can eat cauliflower raw. So don't worry about undercooking it. It's just going to be to your preference.
All right. So about 25-30 minutes is pretty safe.
Yes.
And see, look, I'm already starting the workout.
What about squats?
Right here on the set.
Absolutely.
If I can do some. All right. We'll work on that later.
We will.
All right.
I'll give you some moves.
And looking forward to trying that out as well. We'll be back in a little while with Cindy Ross. Thank you.
See what's
in the kitchen, but first, before we get it out of the oven, you were just telling my mom actually that you have a lot of online classes. My mom lives in Baldwin County and was talking about not being able to drive over to your place here on Airport Boulevard. But now you can go anywhere because of your online classes.
That's exactly right. For years we've been trying to figure out how can we help people all over the world, because we meet them traveling and teaching fitness. So about 3 years ago we started working on these videos, and we have about 400 actually like workouts. And
so my mom can get a good workout. She better be ready.
So it's almost like a workout of the day. You'll be able to pop on our website, and I'll give you special privileges for your mom, but you have to be a client to get these for free.
Okay.
And but it is really a cool aspect of it, because a lot of times maybe you're not personal training, with a specific trainer, and you kind of fumbling through the gym and you don't know what to do. So now you have a workout of the day, and you can just follow along with one of our trainers or myself.
And speaking of, we just taped 3 different workout segments with you. Another tire segment is coming soon, so make sure you stay tuned to Studio 10. Tire Take 3, is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
Tire Take 3.
We're going to keep this going. I got all kinds of workouts on the tires.
Which kind of scares me. But
I'm
getting better. I'm getting better with the tires.
You called me out today, so I got a really good workout for you coming up.
Oh, good. Well, we'll move quickly past that and onto the cauliflower, which you're pulling out of the oven. I'm kind of scared when she says that.
It smells amazing.
It does. And this is just something that you can make for the kids. Again, trying to get them to eat their vegetables. It's a good way to trick them.
Yeah, and make a little side of hummus with this, and that way you're getting your protein. It's going to have a lot of flavor. It's going to be full of fiber, so it's going to keep you full for a long time. And it's great to bag up and take to work with you the next day. So I have a lot of people that are always saying, "What's a great snack for me to eat while I'm at my desk?" This is awesome.
This would be a snack. This could be a lunch. This could be a side item for dinner.
Absolutely.
Anything.
Absolutely. It's very versatile.
Now, have we put the Parmesan on already?
It's on already.
Of course. I should have known Joe already took care of the cheese.
Yes, he was pretty excited about that. He was like, "I love everything out here."
I'm surprised he didn't steal that big old thing of Parmesan. But if you want to get this recipe for yourself, it's online, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. Also, be sure to check out Cindy's website, where, again, you can get those online videos and tons of other things.
That's exactly right. Check us out, and we're right behind Mosley's on Airport 4674.
And be sure to stay tuned. Tire Take 3 coming soon.